Look at this. The Try Guys talked about me on the podcast.
I saw.
They had a lot to say, actually.
What'd they say? Good? Bad?
I would say mostly bad, but I don't think that they just don't know me.
But they love Olivia, though. That's crucial.
Shoe in. Did you send them
I have a
another
theory
email?
on this, Ethan, that I'll share after you show it.
Okay.
I don't think it's bad.
Well, I think the potential's there. I'm not like mad or anything, but I mean, obviously the way they talk about me is insane, but I don't think it's their fault. I think it's just like what you think if you're on Twitter.
To our own experience, something that very much like that, and maybe we'll cut all this out. We have been invited on more than one occasion to be on the H3 podcast.
Oh, this is interesting.
Can I say something just unrelated to his criticism of me? Just saying, based on the numbers, you could use the exposure.
Not doing yourself any favors there.
But that's just empirical truth. This is a big opportunity for them in the podcasting space.
For the Try Guys?
Yeah.
You're gonna elevate their exposure, the Try Guys?
Okay, you're right. So people just they know about it, but they don't want to watch it. Is that your theory? Because it has 33,000 views in one day.
Watching it.
It has 30,000 views in one day.
Right. They're not known for their podcast.
Well, they could be if they came on the show. You know, I'm just saying. Dan's like, oh yeah, no, everyone knows. They just hate them. Wow, that's much better, Dan.
This is interesting. And we have kind of never responded because we're like, well, I don't want our going on that podcast to be us saying that the things on this podcast are what we endorse.
There's a producer on that show who's a Try Guys fan, and she seems darling. And if you're listening to this and we haven't cut it, you seem excellent.
I love you.
She's darling.
She is darling.
And that's good.
True.
I mean, work with her. She works here. You know what I mean? Like, how bad can it be?
Well, just let Olivia interview them.
Well,
Don't be here that day.
I think that they and I, me and them, we'd get along swimmingly, I think.
We could try that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I won't come in.
I
that
could
day.
have an earpiece.
Or you could be here in disguise.
And that
could be the surprise in the second half. He's been here all along. You'd be the table itself.
Okay,
We'll, like dress
sure.
you up as the
I'll be
table, and then
under
you're
the
all sitting
table.
around.
That could be artful.
And then you stand up with it like strapped to your back.
We'll say this. What if we promised Ethan wouldn't even come into the office that day? You want to come then?
Yeah, I could make that happen, you guys.
But yeah, send them another email because
Yes.
I think we can work this out.
Yeah, we would love to have you guys on.
I like Olivia a lot.
But also,
Love
like,
you.
Oh, they even know your name.
That was
I think
Miles. Hi, Miles.
That guy, he's a fan. He must watch the show if he knows.
I think if any of them watch the show, Miles has talked about us the most.
Okay, if Miles is
Now, Miles, I mean, I don't disagree with Miles' assessment. Olivia is lovely, but chopped liver? Like,
Yes,
what is this?
Dan.
What did I do?
people aren't coming in for Dan.
What did I do?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just
The
a
Try
little
Guys
bit
aren't coming.
super charming.
The
and
fuck
beautiful.
did I
Can I
do?
watch this clip, please? I mean, my God, we've been here for 2 hours. And I haven't even watched a single.
Whose fault is
single
that?
clip. You
I'm feeling
Rambling
great.
about
I'm feeling
vegetarianism.
awesome so far.
Yeah, Olivia's having a moment.
Yeah.
Let her shine.
I'm
me
trying to.
shine.
I'd like to play it.
All right, all right, play
I'm
the
trying to
clip.
let her shine, and Dan's coming in here talking. What about me?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it about me.
Yeah, you're making an overcast on a sunny day, Dan. Typical.
It is overcast outside. I have no control of the weather. I do the traffic.
Well, then leave it to me. I'll tell you, it's gloomy every time you open your mouth.
Every time.
if we went on there, we would probably sort of check them at every step that they present to us. That is.
So this, I think, I'm amused by the fact that he thinks that I'm like so out there that he's going to need to be checking me on all of my crazy things.
Well, I have a theory about what's actually going on here and what it is that they disagree with you on. I think these guys are hardcore Jewish supremacists, and they do not like that you have been given any quarter to the Palestinian side of this whole argument.
You think they're on the
I think they want a new Gaza.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. What a twist.
I'd love to be
the Try Guys.
I'd love to be in that position to defend.
Try nuclear warfare.
Is that true, Try Guys? Okay, because I'm not sure I want them on.
They're being vague,
Are
you
they
know what I
pro-
mean? So what am I supposed to be inferring here? What beliefs do we disagree with?
You're kind of right.
You know
They
what I'm
never
saying?
explicitly say, because I feel that I am pro-Palestine. I am supportive of the Palestinian people and their plight. I've donated money. I support them. I also just don't think, I'm also like, more sympathetic to the to Israel than most other activists, and so that's what
Not enough for the Try Guys.
No way.
they're saying. They I think you're right. They want to fight. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did they vote for Trump? They must have voted for Trump.
I don't know who they voted for.
Have they
I don't know
said
who
who they voted for? We got to find out.
Try guys, try nuclear warfare. That's fucked up. That's actually so fucked up.
Try Guys,
Great
try
thumbnail.
Raytheon, somebody said in the chat.
They're gonna have to come in and prove to me that.
They're never coming on.
I know.
I am joking,
Wait,
obviously. If
what
they
is
see this,
wrong?
they know I'm joking.
They're funny guys.
Yeah.
I'm a funny guy.
Yeah.
We literally, I guarantee you, we believe the same thing, like within a 95% plus or minus.
Maybe we're way off base here, and maybe it actually has nothing to do with Israel-Palestine, and maybe they just disagree with your take on, I don't know. They don't like
Leafy?
Kendrick Lamar.
They like Leafy.
Yeah, they're Leafy fans.
They're Keemstar heads.
Yeah, it's really got nothing to do with any of that.
Negative, but at the same time, at some point, we're going to joke and have fun
Yes.
with them.
Yes.
And that is am I painting what they are saying in a positive light, or am I using this opportunity while still doing that to try to reach some of those people and be able?
I don't think I've ever seen once in recent memory where someone's like, Ethan has said so many horrible things, where they actually say one thing I said that was so horrible.
You've been mean about them.
No, they're not talking about me being mean about them. They're talking about my insane, and they get more specific about it. Yeah, I've been mean to them. I don't deny that.
Yeah, you used to call Keith Mouth. I think about that a lot.
I don't think I meant that.
That's what
It was an
comes to mind for
accident.
me first.
But he's a funny
Yeah.
guy. He would like that.
Yeah.
Just mouth. Wow.
I think if you could say it to him and then he could hear it right in front of you and then you guys could hug about it, then that would be a beautiful
Dude,
thing.
there's no reason I can't be friends with these guys.
Yeah.
Well,
like
then,
trying stuff.
maybe let's try and make it happen. You know?
I like
Let's
new
convince 'em.
experiences.
Let's convince them.
Brown liquid that they spit out of their mouths.
Able to tell him to say something yeah, but you're putting on a character of being a douchebag.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but this is the real thing.
Peek behind the
Makes me
curtain.
I hate to tell you, buddy. There's no character. There's no shtick. This is just who I am.
Yeah.
Right. You
Yeah.
wouldn't actually have me on the show if you hated me, because
That's true.
why would I be here? So you're
No, that's not.
That's not
I
true.
have people
You-
on it. Yeah, that's
you
actually
have
not
had
true.
people you hated.
Actually, I prefer it at this point.
better. It's good content.
But I clearly don't hate them. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And you
like
wouldn't have
Britney.
them in studio. You only love people in studio.
I'm telling them I like them. I want to have a nice conversation with them. I don't want to do anything weird. I'm not here to be sit them down and be like, here's why we need to eliminate. I'm not even going to say it because, why bother? People will clip it and be like, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
tending to hate me because the type of entertainment you make is
Yeah.
to put people down, and you even put down our launching a subscription service while you
Oh, he's mad about that.
You guys disagree about that.
Did
a bit.
happen.
have a YouTube memberships.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
You have YouTube memberships. It's the same exact thing.
It's not.
It's not,
No,
Keith.
it's
It's
fine,
really
you
not.
guys.
We don't need
we
to
can let
argue
that
about
go.
it.
We
We
can
don't
let
need to
that
argue
go.
about it.
But yeah,
I'm
it's
a
definitely not.
supporter.
Are you a paying member?
Yes.
You support them
You are
financially?
fucking-
Liv, didn't you go see him
Are you
live?
being for real?
lying.
Are you lying? Just be real with us. We're having a moment of honesty, Olivia.
Not yet. I will
Not
be
yet.
today.
Yeah, me too.
I'll sign up if they come on.
Okay, I mean that's
Okay.
All right.
But the thing is, yes,
like a fair deal.
yes, my brand of comedy, I'll admit, is I talk a lot of shit. I'm a messy ass bitch. I don't hide from it. However, I do think that when people understand more specifically what I'm doing, they understand that I'm actually a really great guy. I think they'll find that.
More specifically,
I think that's a great point.
But
I'll give you. It was a great point. You're right. He's right. He's right. I concede. Oh, come on, Keith. This is not the same thing at all. I didn't call him mouth.
You didn't?
Not that time.
Respect.
Right,
I called him
Oh,
Keith.
not yet.
Yeah.
Right, not that time. Yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't care.
Like, should we go on it?
And more specifically with Ethan, he is someone who, we're both Jewish guys. We have
I didn't know you're Jewish, but nice to see you.
different views about Israel and Palestine. He has said some really wildly hateful things about Palestinian supporters.
Like what? Like, again, it's like what did I say? Like, I just don't understand what I said. Wildly hateful things about Palestinian supporters. Like, again, I'm not hating you.
Well,
but
let's get him on here and ask.
Yeah, so like, I wish when people
chop it up.
I wish when people said that, they would say what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really don't think we're that far off here. And I don't know exactly what your views are, but I'm assuming you're against the genocide.
Right. Again, back to my original theory.
Yeah.
The things that you said was that, they have a point, and he's upset about that.
If you're pro-genocide, then we're definitely going to have a disagreement. You're going to get roasted.
You're going to get roasted.
And so I have a disagreement with him in views. And I think that's a conversation we could have, even though he comes at it from a place of wild diatribes.
I've never diatribed in my life. Never. Not once.
Yeah, no.
I mean, listen, I don't blame them, because if you go on Twitter, like all of Twitter, like in the entirety of it, I am essentially, worse than Netanyahu. I am like the chief architect of the Israeli, of the war happening right now. And I am setting the policy. It's like, it's truly unbelievable. What people are saying about me online.
Well, they did the Creators for Palestine fundraiser, and I know...
I never said a single bad thing about that.
No,
if
I'm just
anything, I
saying-
said something nice about it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying some of the people that were involved in that were the ones banned on Twitch.
Okay, well, listen, if you guys... I'm sure this Jewish guy would like to know how great his friend Frogan feels about, I love that. I think there's room for conversation. I think you would learn a lot about some of the people that you think are great, like Frogan, who's actually just a rampant, horrible person. I mean, she is just a terrible person, objectively speaking. Like, just, wow, there's nothing redeeming there.
You're right. I think you would be friends with them.
I'm not talking about him.
Oh.
Yeah, you're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we have a lot to talk about.
But then, there's that question to audiences. Is it by even going on their platform or by platforming them, are you validating? And now you're shutting yourself away from those spaces. But if you shut yourself away from those spaces, then you're not able to talk to other people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't...
So, like, in terms of how he's describing me, I disagree. But the sentiment, I totally understand, and I agree with him. Like, whenever I want to talk to people and everyone's like, no, you can't talk to them because this and this and this. It's like, I'm so over that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to talk to whoever the fuck I want. And you're just going to have to trust me to conduct the interview in a responsible way. I feel I have a good track record of doing that. You know what I mean? And so you're going to watch the show and I'm going to talk to whoever the fuck I want. And with that being said, we actually have... I was going to say Hitler, but he's dead.
Yeah.
But Dan Bilzerian, I would have him call in an instant. You know what I mean? But again, I don't think we disagree.
Know the answer.
I don't know.
Here.
I think that leg kick was something, wasn't it? Hold on.
Yeah.
And now you're shutting yourself away from those spaces. But if you shut yourself away from those spaces,
Watch
then
this.
you're not able to talk to other people. I don't know the
I
answer.
don't know.
I think this is a very interesting conversation.
But this is exactly like Kamala doesn't go into.
But that's me. I sit like that. Don't I sit like this?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Zach.
Zach and Mouth.
Keith.
Rogan.
No, it
Exactly.
is.
And by the way, it's exactly like that.
It's at least as close as we can get.
But it is. I think what's tricky about it is, it's like the game as it's been played by people like us, typically, who have the views that we have, is like, I don't even want to associate, because I don't want my base to be like my base audience of people that I agree with typically.
Yeah.
To be like, your views are now fractured because you're having a conversation with this person.
Yeah.
And I think
I agree that people do that, and I think it's just fucking pathetic. Like I think we need to stop giving in to this obscene like online activism where it's like anyone that I disagree with needs to be basically outcast for my entire life from society. We can't talk to them. We can't work with them. We can't do anything with them. Like, I'm so done with that, dude. It's so stupid. But I agree that if they, you know, there's probably a portion of the audience would be like, I can't believe you're talking to Ethan because he's a fucking, I saw a TikTok someone posted on the subreddit. It was just a link of this girl like, if you watch the H3 show, I'm just going to say it, you're racist. If you watch the H3 show still, you're racist. And this is the kind of shit that's on TikTok and Twitter about him. It's fucking insane.
Dude, one of my favorite interviews I did was I interviewed Patrick Bet David, who's like crazy, like right-wing guy.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the most entertaining because he was so like outlandish. I didn't believe anything he was talking about, but it was like entertaining. So I think it's great to have people with opposing viewpoints on.
Well, my thing is when I have people with opposing views, like I prepare for it. I'm just like my philosophy is I prepare and I challenge them. And it doesn't also mean that we can't connect on a human level too, because guess what? We're all fucking human beings, dude. And like it or not,
so true.
Trump won the goddamn popular vote. And as much as you pretend and cry and shit and piss and wish it didn't happen, it is the facts.
But
And we wish it didn't happen.
You wish all you want, girly, but they're out there. You know what I mean? They're out there. You know? I think it's time to start being human beings again. I think we need to like.
I never
literally,
stopped, brother.
Yeah, you are a real one for real. You've been off Twitter. You are, but like I think it's time we got to start being human beings again. Like this whole social media attitude, that online activism is probably it's corroding. It's damaging everything. In the words of Tim Pool,
Making it all worse.
you know, like I'm just done, man.
Ethan Klein is damaging everything, making it all worse.
Exactly.
I agree. Call
thank
Hassan
you,
right
Andy.
now. Tell him you miss him.
Oh, well, that's a more personal beef, not so much
okay.
like we disagree on things. Well, we do.
It's worth a shot.
You want me to call him right now? Just say.
Please don't do that.
You want me to call him right now on live?
You doing, AB?
I won't. Yeah, that's not the conversation I'm looking at right now.
I think that is a valid concern. However, I do think on the other side, they don't care if they disagree. Like people on the right, people who are maybe like, you know, you've got people on the right who are Republican senators who are probably like, fiscally, I feel this way, but now they're so deeply embedded, they don't care if they disagree or agree. It's all just kind of one unified voice. And I am curious, like, yeah, if conversations like that are had, is that an endorsement? Are you able to then just voice your opinion to a different audience of people that some of them might be like, okay, actually, I see this point and it's not so crazy?
Listen, I agree totally with them. Like when I went on Steiny's podcast, I had like a really fruitful conversation with him and Bradley Martin, or not, it's Bradley's podcast. And people are like, oh yeah, now when I start talking about the recent stuff, they're like, you platformed MAGA kid. It's like, are you, like, you are so dysfunctional as a human being. Like, I take what you say is worth fucking dust. Like, you are such a pathetic loser. I can't believe you had a productive conversation with Steiny and Bradley Martin where you actually, like, connected as human beings and tried to have, like, a good dialogue. It's like, you pathetic fucking weasel.
What are you supposed to do when you sit down on the couch with them? Pepper spray them in the eyes?
Well, just don't go. They don't want me to talk to them. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw someone say, I hope they don't talk to Mike Malek at the tournament. I'm sorry. I love Mike. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah,
and I don't have to
these
agree
people
with
are such losers. They go, I see Mike Malek. Oh, over here's there must have been. Oh, Charlie Kirk was supposed to be there. I probably would have done that to him because
Bryce Hall was there, right?
Bryce Hall. I like
MAGA.
Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall. Charlie Kirk was supposed to be there.
Right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he sucks ass.
He didn't show. Yeah, no, that guy.
You still wouldn't want to do that though. You should just talk. People like that, you just talk shit to their face.
Yeah, and I do. You guys have seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
If I had to agree with all of like the people I know with their politics, I would have like no friends back home. I wouldn't be able to talk to my cousins. Like, you don't have to agree on every single thing.
Yeah.
It's so
It seems
fucking
like
pathetic. Like,
common
it's
sense.
time. It's time to grow up. Okay? Grow up. This is an adult show, okay? If you're a child, go watch fucking Blippi because that's not what we do here. Go watch Ryan Toy reviews. Give that guy another fucking $1 million. What?
Maybe Blippi, not
the one of him diarrheaing on his friend.
Oh, he makes other content?
Yeah, he does. He makes really nice kids.
Oh, I just know.
That seems.
I'm just familiar with his scat fetish work. Personally.
Okay,
I didn't realize he
understand
was a
the
child.
mistake. No, I'm not talking
Entertainer.
about the scat. I'm not talking about the scat.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea, but
It's going to be a continuing conversation, I
It's
imagine, over
interesting.
the next 4 years.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, I think that
I did not vote for Donald Trump. I did not advocate for voting for Donald Trump. I voted for Kamala. In fact, I might be one of her most strongest warriors.
You were very
Yeah, you
pro
were.
Kamala. That is true.
So anyway,
You
guys,
think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
hell no. You're right. You're so on, girl. So, in short, I think we could have a great conversation. I think you guys misunderstand what I'm about, and I'm not going to razz you guys. I just want to look at my other interviews. They're always friendly. I like you guys. You know what I mean? Like I goof on it a little bit, but it's friendly ribbing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not hateful. Not that hateful. I mean, I can't help it. You know what I mean? I can't help being a little hateful.
Okay.
But, So hopefully, did you send them an email?
Yeah.
Good. What, do you want to read it?
Have they replied? Tell me as soon as they reply.
It's just like, hi, reaching out again.
Okay. Just pretty boilerplate.
Yeah. Check it. It's from the podcast account.
You should have been like, hi, it's Olivia, the one person on the H3 crew you like.
I can. Next one,
Well,
I'll
they'll
sign
see your
Olivia.
They'll see your name.
That's true. It's from Olivia.
Well, it's
Oh,
from
you sent it from the podcast
pod
account. Oh, that was a huge mistake.
That was a huge mistake.
Okay.
Can you unsend it?
Yes.
Unsend it.
Wow.
Copy it, unsend it, send it from Olivia. That's how we get
Okay,
it.
I'll send it. You guys, I'm sending it from my Instagram.
Okay.
And say, hey, trying again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Olivia tries to get the Try Guys on.